Hello, so this is going to be your test review for the Unit 4 assessment functions. I will be walking around the classroom while you are watching this. Feel free to pause as you need and ask questions and just follow along on your own paper. So number 1, the graph represents a relation. Represent the relation as a mapping diagram. So the easiest way to me to do this is to first write them all down as ordered pairs. So this first point right here is at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This next point is at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, this point. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So negative 4, 7. Our next point is at negative 1, 1. Our next point is at positive 1, 2, 3. Up 1, 2, 3, 4. Our last point is right here at positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5. Positive 5, sorry. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now the way that a mapping diagram works is all of your x's are going to go in the left circle and all your y's are going to go in the right circle. And you need to write each of these in order from smallest to biggest. So all of our x's are negative 6, negative 4, negative 1, 3, 5. So negative 6, negative 4, negative 1, 3, 5. Our y's, we also have to write these in order. So the smallest one is negative 7. Then 1. Then 4. Then 6. Then 7. From here, you're going to draw your arrows. Oh, and this should be negative 7, my bad. So negative 6 points to negative 7. Negative 4 points to 7. Negative 1 points to 1. 3 points to 4. 5 points to 6. And if there's any repeats in here, you only write it on here once. Number 2, domain, range, function, yes or no. So domain, you write all the x's. Range, you write all the y's. So these ordered pairs go x, y, x, y, x, y. So all of our x's in order are negative 5, negative 2, 1, 2, 3. Our range, all of our y's, are negative 7. Then we have negative 4, 6, 5, 1. Function, yes or no. If x repeats, it's no. None of our x's repeats, so this is yes. And again, if you have questions while you're watching this, please stop and ask me. Number 3, write an equation in slope-intercept form to the line graph below. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we need to find m and we need to find b. B is the y-intercept. This is the y-axis. Our y-intercept is right there at -1. M is our slope, so we have to count rise over run. To do this, we have 2 points here and here. We're going to draw a triangle. The rise is the height of this triangle. We go down 1, 2, 3. Since we go down 3, our rise is -3. Run is the width of our triangle, 1, 2. So our run is 2. So our slope is -3 over 2. So now we just put it in here. Y equals M is -3 over 2. X plus B is -1. And by the way, this is exactly like your test, just with different numbers. So definitely pay attention to this. Now, number 4. Find the domain and range of the graph and state if it is a function. So domain is the x's. So I like to draw a box around the entire graph. Because domain, we like to see how far left and how far right this thing goes. Range, we like to see up and down. So for the domain, you state the leftmost thing, then the rightmost thing. Range, you state the bottommost thing, then the topmost thing. So, domain, leftmost thing. Well, all the way on the left of this graph, we see an arrow. Arrow pointing to the left means -infinity. So we're going to start at -infinity. All the way to the right is another arrow. Arrow pointing to the right means +infinity. So our domain goes from -infinity to +infinity. Now we always put parentheses on infinities. Range is the bottom, then the top. Now, if you have an open circle or an infinity, we use parentheses. And then if you have a closed circle or really anything else, we use a bracket. So at the very bottom, we are right here. And you want to find the y value of the bottom. The y value of our bottom is right here at -2. Since this is not like an open circle or an arrow, we're going to put a bracket on it. Now for the top. At the very top of our graph is an arrow. Arrow pointing up means infinity. And then you always put parentheses on infinity. So our range is from -2 to infinity. For function, yes or no. For a graph, we use the vertical line test. What that means is you draw some vertical lines through the whole graph. And if any of your vertical lines ever touch the graph twice, it is no. Since no matter where I draw a line, no matter where I put my pencil, I'm only touching the graph once, this is a function. For example, though, if I had a graph that looked like this, where a vertical line would touch it twice, this would be an example of a graph that is not a function. Number 5. What is an equation of a line with a slope of -3, so that is M, and a y-intercept of 4, that is B? So we do y equals mx plus b. So this will be y equals m is -3, x plus b is 4. And that's it for that one. Part B. What is the equation of a vertical line which passes through the point -2, 4? Vertical line is VUX. Remember, we have VUX and HOI. VUX has a V for vertical. Equation means we're going to have an equal sign. The x in VUX means x equals, so our equation is going to be x equals something. Now, it goes through the point -2, 4. -2 is x, 4 is y. Since we want x equals, we are going to use the x value, -2. So our answer for this one is x equals -2. Number 6, directions. Graph the line and find the following. Our line is y equals -1/2 x plus 3. So y equals mx plus b. B is 3. M is -1/2. The first step to graphing this is to find the y value and plot it. The y-intercept is 3. It's b. So we are going to start by putting a dot on the y-axis at 3. The second step is to graph our slope. So our slope is -1/2. Remember that slope is rise over run. So since it's -1, we're going to go down 1, and run is 2. We're going to go right 2. So we are going to make our staircase going down 1, right 2. Make a dot, down 1, right 2. Make a dot, down 1, right 2. Make a dot. Once you have enough dots, you can go ahead and draw your line straight through the graph. First, it asks for slope. Slope is m. M is -1/2. So our slope is -1/2. Y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, which is right here at 3. X-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis. This is the x-axis. It crosses the x-axis right here at 6, so 6 is our x-intercept. Solution, root, 0, all of these are the same as our x-intercept. So all three of these are the same answer, the x-intercept, which is 6. Number 7, write the following equation in slope-intercept form, aka solve for y. So what we are going to do is the first thing you need to do is move x. And you use opposite operations, plus or minus. So to move x, we have 27x. Opposite of positive 27x is minus 27x. So you are going to subtract 27x from both sides. On the left side, 27x minus 27x, it goes away. You just have negative 3y remaining on the left side. On the right side, we have 18 minus 27x. You can't put these together. It's tempting to put these together. Don't. Just write it just like this. 18 minus 27x. Our second step is to divide, divide, divide. So move x, divide, divide, divide. We divide by the thing in front of y. The thing in front of y is negative 3. So we divide all three of these terms by negative 3. On the left side, negative 3 over negative 3, it divides out. We just have y equals. On the right side, we have 18 divided by negative 3. 18 divided by negative 3, again, you can use your calculator, but that is negative 6. Then we have negative 27x divided by negative 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9, and a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So we have plus 9, and don't forget your x. Last step is to swap. We are going to switch the 9x and the negative 6 because we want it to look like y equals mx plus b. So we still have y equals 9x is going to go first, and that is a positive 9x. The negative 6 is going to go second, and that is a negative 6. So our answer is y equals 9x minus 6. Number 8, given the graph of the function f of x below, what is the approximate value of f of 2? What does this mean? This means that we are looking for when x is 2. Okay? So this is the x-axis. 2 on the x-axis is right here. So this line at x equals 2 is this point right here. And that point is 2. Number 9, what is the 0 of the function y equals negative 3 halves x plus 3? 0 is a fancy word for the x-intercept. So what we are going to do is we are just going to graph this line and then look at it, okay? So we have y equals mx plus b. First thing is b. b is 3. So we are going to plot a point on y equals 3. Next, we look at m. m is negative 3 over 2. So our slope, our rise over run, is equal to negative 3 over 2. Since it's negative, we're going to go down, and then you always go right. So we're going to go down 3, right 2. Down 1, 2, 3, right 1, 2. Down 1, 2, 3, right 1, 2, and make the staircase. Now that we have some dots, we are going to go ahead and draw our line. Remember, we are looking for the x-intercept. The x-intercept is where the line crosses the x-axis. Our line crosses the x-axis right here at +2. So our x-intercept is equal to +2. Okay. Number 10. If f of x equals 4 times x minus 1 plus 1, what is f of 4? What we are going to do is we are going to replace x with 4. So, all you need to do is rewrite this, but instead of x, put parentheses. So, f parentheses equals, then we have 4 parentheses, then we have x, so we're going to put parentheses again, minus 1, close the parentheses, plus 1. What do we put in the parentheses? We put the 4. 4, 4. From here, just type this whole right side into your calculator. So we have parentheses 4 parenthesis parenthesis 4, close the parenthesis, minus 1, close parenthesis, plus 1. Notice that it looks exactly like it does on my paper. Press enter, and we get 13. So we say that f of 4, or our answer, is equal to 13. Number 11. What is the graph of the equation? So this is in what we call standard form. ax plus by equals c. Something x, 4x, plus something y, negative 4y, equals something, 16. What you want to do is first cover up the y term with your finger, and it looks like 4x equals 16. And you're going to write that down, 4x equals 16. Go ahead and draw a line down the equal sign. We are going to solve for x. This is invisible times. Opposite of times is divide. So we are going to divide both sides by the thing in front of x, which is 4. On the left side, 4's go away. You get x equals 16 divided by 4 is 4. This is our x-intercept. So now what you're going to do is put a dot on the x-axis on the number 4. Next thing you're going to do, we have negative, we cover up the 4x term and do the same thing. When we cover up the x, it looks like negative 4y equals 16. So we're going to write that down, negative 4y equals 16. Now you're going to do the same exact thing. Draw a line down the equal sign. Divide by the thing in front of y, which is negative 4. You get y equals 16 divided by negative 4 is negative 4. So now on the y-axis, you are going to put a dot on y equals negative 4. Now that you have 2 dots, you can draw your line. And that's it. Next question. Which graph has exactly one x-intercept and no y-intercept? So we want one x-intercept and 0 y-intercepts. First one. This is the x-axis. There's an x-intercept right here. Okay. This is the y-intercept. There's a y-intercept right here. But we do not want a y-intercept, so it's not this one. Next. X-intercept. Well, there's an x-intercept right here at 6. And there is not a y-intercept, so that one is looking good. All right, next one. We have 2 x-intercepts right here. On the y-axis, we have one y-intercept. Well, we don't want a y-intercept, so that's a no. Last graph. There are no x-intercepts, and there is one y-intercept right here. So it can't be this one. So the answer is the second one, B. Number 13, line T passes through the points -7, -9, and 1, -11. What is the slope of this line? Show your work. So, these are in the form x, y. This is our first x, this is our first y, second x, second y. So, x1, y1, x2, y2. Also, if you just want to graph these 2 points and count rise over run for the slope, that also works. But I'm going to do the formula. So the slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1, all divided by x2 minus x1. We're going to plug these values in. So first we have y2, which is -11, minus sign, y1, which is -9, all divided by x2, which is 1, minus sign x1, which is -7. Now we simplify. When you have minus minus like this, it turns into a plus. So these both turn into plus signs. So the first thing we have is -11 plus 9. So we're going to go ahead. -11 plus 9 is -2. So we're going to have a -2 on top. On the bottom, we have 1 plus 7. 1 plus 7 is 8. Now, if you gave this answer, you would actually lose a point because the fraction needs to be simplified. You can simplify in your calculator by going -2 divided by 8. And we get a decimal. Just hit math, enter, enter. And we get -1 over 4. So the slope of our line is -1 over 4. What is the slope of a line perpendicular to line T? Okay, so perpendicular is opposite reciprocal, okay? You flip it and you make it opposite. You change the sign. So originally we had -1 over 4. Since it's negative, we're going to make it positive, and we're going to flip it upside down. So we're going to get positive, flip it upside down, 4 over 1. Then what you want to do is you want to simplify it. 4 divided by 1 is 4. What is the equation of a line that is perpendicular to line T? So we're going to use this slope we just found right here and passes through the point 3, 2. So there are a few things you can do. We have to find B, okay? The answer is going to be in the form y equals mx plus b, y equals something x plus something. M is our slope, which we already found, it's 4. So 4 is going to go right here. What we don't have is the y-intercept. So what we are going to do is we're going to do this one with graphing, okay? We'll do this one with graphing, and we'll do the one at the bottom with algebra so that you guys see both methods. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just plotting the point they gave me. So they gave me the point 3, 2. I'm going to plot on my graph 3, 2. My slope, my rise over run, is 4. When there's nothing on bottom, you put a 1 on bottom. So our rise is 4, our run is 1. We're going to go up 4, and then we're going to go left 1. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to go left 1 and make a dot. I can also go backwards. When I go backwards, it goes left 1, down 4. So I'm going to go left 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4, and make a dot. Once you have some dots, you can draw your line. I'm going to do a few more dots. Left 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, what we're looking for is B. That is our y-intercept. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. As you can see, our y-intercept is right here. That is at negative 10. So B is negative 10. So that's going to go here. And our equation altogether is y equals 4x plus negative 10. All right. D. What is the slope of a line parallel to T? Parallel lines have the same slope. So the slope of line T is all the way up here in part A when we found it. And we found negative 1 over 4. So the slope of the parallel line is the same answer as this, negative 1 over 4. Part E. What is the equation of a line that is parallel to line T and passes through the point negative 8, 6? So remember, we want y equals mx plus b. So our answer is going to be in the form y equals something x plus something. First thing that goes in is m. We already found m. It's right here. It's that negative 1 over 4. So right here we're going to have negative 1 over 4. Now we need to find b. I'm going to show you how to do this algebraically. Do you see how this is in the form x comma y? So what we're going to do is we are going to substitute in for x, we're going to put -8. For y, we're going to put in 6. And then for m, we're going to put in -1/4. So instead of y equals, we're going to have 6 equals. M is -1/4 times x times parentheses. X is -8 plus b. Now we are going to draw a line down the equal sign and solve for b. First things first, we are going to simplify this, -1/4 times -8, and we can do that in our calculator if you would like. Parentheses, -1 divided by 4 times parentheses -8. Press enter, we get 2. So now we're going to rewrite it. And this is going to become 2 plus b. Last step is to move 2 to the other side. 2 is positive. Opposite of +2 is -2. On the left side, 6 minus 2 is 4. On the right side, 2 minus 2 goes away, and we just have b. So now we have b equals 4. So right here in the b spot, we are going to put 4. And that is our answer. Y equals -1/4 x plus 4. And I believe, yep, that's the test review. Make sure you ask me questions during class if you need help with any of this. And when you finish this, you can go ahead and get started on the extra credit on Schoology.